This podcast contains potentially adult language, adult themes, definitely drinking, and possibly sexual context. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Drinking with Authors, the Literary Briefs edition. I'm your host, Erica Lance. My co-host today is the amazing C.R. Rice. And we are so fortunate actually right now because we have the amazing author, J.B. Moonstar, and her thoroughly as amazing daughter who does all of her cover art. And once you guys look up these books and you see this, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yes.
So let's talk about what we're drinking again. I am most of the way through in my Drinking with Authors cup. My cranberry lemonade, this was a bad choice. By the way, this has been a horrible choice that I made for myself. And it's gotten worse as I've been drinking it. Anyway, I won't make this choice again. CR, what are you drinking?
So I have been experimenting with the Four Horsemen cocktails because somehow that became my method in life. So I am doing a cranberry with raspberries, vodka, and a little bit of key lime juice on top to represent war.
Okay,
So
well, this is the second war drink you've had, so we're gonna make sure it
I
eventually
have.
settles.
I'm gonna have to do I'm gonna have to list the recipes or something so people can vote on it because the three people I've had try them say they're equally as good. So I don't know what's going to represent it, but we'll work it out.
Okay, I have confidence in you, JB. What are you drinking?
Having some red wine in my prescription wine glass that my son gave me that I'm supposed to fill as needed. So it's
I hope
doing.
you fill it regularly.
Are we filling it? Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so the first question, and you both get to answer this because we've never had the cover artist and the author on the same
So
time.
exciting.
Okay, you're each going to have separate answers, I know. JB, what is your favorite book of all time?
I like all the Agatha Christie ones. Let's see. Death on the Nile, maybe, or The Secret Adversary. The Secret Adversary. I love how it twists. The plot is so twisted in that one. I just like things that you have to think to figure out.
That is a good one.
Wasn't she just rated the world's best-selling author of all time?
It's possible.
I mean, all right, that doesn't matter.
Okay, what are you so sidetracked today? Seriously.
I am just.
You're fine.
One
you
of
know
those
what?
days.
I'm gonna now ask Jen what her favorite book is of all time.
It's hard. I'd have to say for a series, I've been reading all the Dune books. I finally made it through at least like 10 of them.
There are.
So that's what I've been reading for
Solid.
the past while. So, and for standalone, I think Life of Pi is my favorite.
Oh, that's a good one. Life of Pi is a good one.
I never read that one. Everybody I ever talked to said it was terrible. But maybe they were talking about the movie every time I would bring it up. Maybe they were just talking about the movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add it to my reading list.
Okay, you're making a lot of lists today. Okay, JB, what is your least?
You should see my
favorite
desk.
book? I don't want to see your desk right now. I'm trying to get through these questions. It's been painful. We're only on question 1. JB, what is the least favorite book of all time?
My least favorite book. Well, there was one that I'm sure it was a very good book, and I do go back to it once in a while, but it's a story about history about 400 years ago and in a certain, I'm not going to give you the name because I don't want to degrade the book, but the communities, their form of childbirth, if they had too many children, they would kill the children when they were born, and I just couldn't go forward with the book anymore. It was hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and I got to me. I couldn't finish the book.
Well, that makes sense. What about you, Jen?
That
got depressing and dark very quickly, but we're
So
gonna
dark.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I have the least favorite one. I don't know.
Is there a book you were ever like made to read in school and you were like, this is terrible?
I can remember feeling that, but I can't remember the name of the book. So I think a bad book for me is when you don't remember it and you don't.
I think that's great. You can block. You can just block. That's what we're doing now. Okay. JB, what is your favorite book to movie or TV show?
Well, depends on which one. Like there was the what was the train one called? The Agatha Christie train one.
Oh, the
Murder
murder.
on the Orient Express?
Yes.
Like the old one when they had the Perot, David Suchet.
Murder on the Orient Express? Is that what it
Not
was?
with these new ones. They're not good. I watched them and put them away. But no. But the one would actually kind of follow the book. The rest of them, they make things up that weren't in the book, and it doesn't make any sense. And I'm a very logical person. And if they throw something in there that doesn't make any sense, just to be dramatic, it still doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't. I don't like it.
Okay, I just love that exact reaction. Jen?
As you can see, we really like our murder mysteries in this family because the series I've been really into has been watching the old Columbo, all the series.
Oh,
That's
wow.
really I've enjoyed watching right now.
Very, very cool. Will you, JB, will you finish a book if it's not good? Will you keep reading it or will you put it down?
I'll put it down because I have I don't know if this is good or bad, a very good memory, and things that I read, I remember just as well as things that I see. And I started reading the Jurassic Park movie, and when they were eating the baby, I had to stop reading that one, and I couldn't read it anymore. Sorry. There's certain things I just don't like to
That's the
picture in
second
my
Jurassic
head. Well, whichever.
Second Jurassic Park book.
One of the
Yeah,
Jurassic Park
that's in
books.
Jurassic Park. Did you not know that, CR?
No.
Okay, so I
It's
can
not in the
explain
movie.
because this
It's not in the movie.
it's in the second.
I know. My
way.
husband maybe watched the movie like 4 years ago, and I had never I didn't even know there was a book.
Okay, so it's actually a brilliant book, but it's a very adult book. They made the movie much more like PG. So
Yes.
in the entire premise actually of Jurassic Park, the book, if you read it, which is I love the book actually, but the whole thing is the comfies, the little green dinosaurs with the long necks, have already gotten
Adorable
off
ones.
the island. And so they bring in people to assess how big of a risk it is that they've already gotten off the island and they've already found them. And comfies tend to feed on like carrion and stuff, like they feed on things that can't fight back. So in the book, you can cover your ears, JB, as I'm telling this part if you want. In the book, what happens is the comfies get in and start biting little babies on this island of Costa Rica. They start getting in biting, and there's a point in time where they do kill a baby by doing that, and eventually they catch this thing and they have the carcass and they realize dinosaurs have gotten onto this island, and then they have to that's where Malcolm comes in on the chaos theory, and the insurance adjuster shows up. And let me just say, if you actually read the book or listen to
Now
it,
understand why Corey told me not to read the books, because I remember, because I had never seen them before. He told me probably a month after we started dating, he's like, I want to show you this amazing series. And I was like, okay. He's like, it's called Jurassic Park. And I was like, I vaguely remember that. He's like, don't read the books, just enjoy the movies. And I was like, okay, I now understand that warning.
yeah, it
10
gets
years later, I understand this warning. Okay.
Yeah, it gets a lot worse than that, actually. Not the baby thing, but it's very much an adult thing. And there's a lot of problems throughout this entire, park thing, and John Hammond, and there's a lot that happens. Anyway.
Oh my God, this is so stressful for me.
That makes
I'm going to
sense.
read them, and then I'm going to be
don't read the
traumatized
book.
the next podcast.
Don't read that book.
Please don't. I don't want to deal with that if you read that. What about you, Jen? Do you finish or do you put them down?
I finished reading the Jurassic Park. I actually thought it was a really good book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a really good book. It's just unpleasant at times. It's an adult book. It's an adult book.
Right.
So, okay, so go ahead, ask a question. You're out
Okay.
of control. What's happening?
I'm just very confused at what's going on in my life right now. I feel like this podcast really derailed my life.
I'm sorry.
Learned so many new things. Okay, so if you guys could be any main character in a book, but you have to live out their life, who would it be?
Oh gosh. How about Tuppence from Agatha Christie? Okay. So she's one of the sleuths. She's young, so she'll live a long time. Tommy and Tuppence. So that would I have to know. They have several books. They were actually in The Secret Adversary. That was their first adventure together. They formed their own adventure group, and that was their first adventure, Tommy and Tuppence. I'd be Tuppence.
Okay. What
Very
about you?
I think it would be cool to be in the Artemis Fowl world, remembering back to some of the books I really liked growing up. I think
Oh, that would be so much fun. Okay. I don't think we've ever gotten that one, Erica.
No, we
I
haven't
don't think
gotten that
anybody's
one.
gone Artemis Fowl.
No, we haven't gotten that one.
Okay, so follow up. Who would you choose from a book to be your best friend or sidekick?
How about Hastings and Thoreau? I like Hastings. He's so funny. I like Hastings from the Perot books from Agatha Christie. He's sort of, he's the sidekick. He's a sidekick because he's always doesn't know what's going on, but he tries the best he can.
What about you, Jen?
I think Holly would be really cool. I liked technological but very mystical, and I think she was a really cool character too. So I think that'd be really cool to have as a friend.
Okay. If you could be any supernatural creature, what would you be?
I would be a flying dragon. Sorry, I'm the green one. She's the blue one. We're okay.
But like transfiguration dragon, where you can transform from human to dragon, or just dragon full time?
Well, we have medicine in Nigeria's world that can change us back and forth to dragons and humans when we want to. So I'd be both. You
Very
know,
cool. Jen, are you blue dragon or do you have a different answer?
Yeah, blue dragon's cool too, but I like a mermaid. That'd be like a space mermaid. That's one of those species that I
there you
have.
go.
A space mermaid? Is that what you just said?
Mhm.
What is a space mermaid?
So like a cosmic siren, so sort of like the sea, the stars are their sea. So
I
like sort of
like
similar way they would work, but they would work in space.
And this is why they're creating this series, because like mind blown, that's fine.
I gotta
That's
say, I think you just fixed a plot hole for me.
She'll do the
That's
cover.
Shit, my friends.
very cool. Okay. What about, I do enjoy this question that Ciara asked, which is, what is a weird food combination?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
I have lots of fun allergies, so one of my favorite lunches is milk and potato chips, which is a really good lunch, right? You got vitamins and protein and
Oh,
stuff, and yeah.
You're grasping.
what do you
Grasping.
mean milk and potato chips?
Not to, you don't mix them together though.
Oh, well, no, I just eat them.
Yeah, but you don't mix them.
Oh, I don't
together.
mix them together. No, I do not mix
Okay.
them together. I
It's
just
not
eat
like cereal, CR. It's not cereal, okay?
No, not cereal. It's just, yeah, sometimes that's what I have for lunch. So,
I was just thinking you were opening a bag of Lay's, dumping it into your milk and just like chugging it like it's a smoothie.
no, I didn't do that. No, that's true. I don't know combinations.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll let JJ go with that one. She has a lot of interesting combinations.
All right, Jen, let's do this. What do you
It's
have?
just mostly I like eating pickles with like lots of all my meals or
Pickles and rice. It's actually pretty good. Pickles
Have
and
you ever
rice.
done pickles and Doritos? Just slice up pickles and stick it on top of Doritos and eat it like it's like cheese and crackers. Like you just eat it that way.
I don't think so, but maybe we'll have
There you go.
So good.
Try it.
Oh, now we know what CR's weird food combination is.
Throw some Skittles on there and you got some business.
Skittles, okay.
Oh, what the hell? That sounds like a terrible plan.
So the other day I was really hungry, and I always do pickles and Doritos when I'm writing, because you just stick the slices to the side, you have the chips. So if you want a pickle, like you have a pickle. If you want Doritos, you have the Doritos. Well, I also need something sweet. So I had a bowl of like Skittles because I'm extra like that. I actually put them in a bowl. And I accidentally knocked it over and it fell on top of them. So I was like, screw it. Like, I'm on a roll. I'm just going to grab it and go. It's actually delicious. It was Doritos, like ranch Doritos. It was the dill pickles, and it was Skittles. Yes.
Drinking with Authors does not
I was so
recommend
embarrassed.
any of these food combinations. You're not liable for whatever you put in your mouth. So, that is terrible. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but JB said that Jen has a bunch of them. So what's another one, Jen?
Oops, sorry about that.
After this podcast, she's gonna be like, Mom!
She just
I
like,
just like putting lots of spicy things all together
Yeah.
too. I have like all the hot sauces in there. I just dump on them whatever I'm eating.
everything tastes better with hot sauce to her, so. She has like,
Do you do the weird hot sauces? Like my husband has a kiwi spice one that his brother got him from Hawaii. That's like kiwi spicy stuff.
Yeah, I've had strawberry hot sauce and different. I
That's
like
so
trying
strong.
different ones.
You shouldn't ruin fruit. I feel like that's crosses a line.
Okay, listen, you already crossed the line moments ago. You don't get to talk right now about that.
It's delicious. You have to try it.
No, I don't have to try it. Like literally, I don't have to do that. As a grown adult, I can make this decision and to not do that to myself ever. Okay. Back to books, because I feel this topic has gone completely left. Do you prefer paper books or e-readers, or what's your favorite way to read?
I like hard copy books. I like paperback or hard copy. I can't really read them on the screen. I like reading a book, turning the pages. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Paper books. I like having them, carrying them with me, and always having them there. But
Very
I like
cool.
having them in my hands.
Are do you keep them secret and safe and everything? Because CR cover yours. So I was reading again in the bathtub the other night with my paperback, because I got a paperback book, and it drives her nuts because I'm just like, whatever. And
She's an animal. She just takes him into the bath. Like, I am the person. So we're two opposite spectrum. I won't rent, like if I have a friend of mine who always asks me, what book do you recommend? And I'm like, oh, this one is fantastic. And she's like, great, can I borrow it? And I'm like, no, like I will buy it for you. And meanwhile, Erica will go and sit in her bathtub and leisurely stroll through her books with the steam. And like, I
I'm in
sit
the water
my
because
bedroom.
my hands get wet and then I touch the pages.
Oh my God. Like, I don't dog ear it. I don't even use a bookmark because I'm civilized. I remember the page I'm on because I don't want it to mess up the binding.
I
But what
fold
is
them.
it?
More than one
Fold
book at
them.
a
Oh
time.
my God, Erica.
So now that I'm causing her coronary, how do you guys treat your books?
I always use a bookmark. I don't fold pages. I treat them nicely, I hope. So I don't know.
Yeah, I treat them nicely. I'm like you. If someone asks for them, I'm like, I'll buy you one, but you're not gonna have one.
Like, I have limited edition signed Terry Pratchett. You think I'm gonna let you take that home? You are out of your damn
Listen,
mind.
I will say
Okay.
this honestly, if it's a book signed by an author that I've gotten or something like that, I do treat it well and I care for it. But if I went to Barnes and Noble or something and I bought a book and whatever, I just read the book and then I donate the book or give the book away. Like, I don't keep all the books because that's a lot of books.
No,
I
because
have
Oh,
a few that I reread, but most of them I just give away.
No.
Yeah. I like to read mine 3 or 4 or 5 times. So I read the
Yes.
Agatha Christie ones all over again. You know, you always find something new you miss.
I have a couple series that I do that with, but I'm all about audiobooks. Do you guys listen to audiobooks?
No.
You gotta watch a YouTube, guys, because this was a totally unified, head-shaking situation. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
So here's a kind of spin-off. What do you do when a book comes out with a new cover? I'm not talking a movie cover. I'm talking about so one of my favorite series is the Ugly series by Scott Westerfield. He has come out with 4 covers now for his series. There's 4 books in the series. Do you want to know how many copies I have? I have 12. Because every time he gets a new cover, for some reason I have to get it, because then if you only get one, or because I go to library sales. I don't know if anybody knows about that. Libraries do huge sales where they get rid of their old books or they burn them. I don't think a lot of people know that. If they don't sell the books and they can't hold them in their library, they burn them. So go to your library. But when I got a series, I had all 3 books and I couldn't find the 4th one, which is the extras. I couldn't find it in the cover. So he came out with a new cover and I got all 4 of those because it feels incomplete. Do you ever have that with a series when they switch up the covers? No, so I'm weird.
I love that they're looking at you like you're a crazy person. That I let you go on that whole tirade, just hoping that look that they just had would come to fruition. Because
it bothers me. Like, I still am missing one of the white cover extras, and it bothers me. Like, sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night, like, it bothers me when I go by my gaze.
okay, you're done asking questions now. That's it. You're cut off. Okay. Do you guys, what is something terribly fun on your bucket list?
I love this one.
fun on my bucket list.
I want to go to Japan for a few weeks.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I need to go to Japan. We're both, she took Japanese in college. I'm doing the Duolingo Japanese, so.
Do Akita, it's really great for Japanese. It does little pictures and games and stuff. It's fantastic.
Yeah, so in 5 years, I should be able to speak Japanese. And then we're gonna go to Japan.
I'm sure that when you get there, they'll thoroughly appreciate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
Okay, so CR, I'm gonna give you the final question.
Okay, guys.
Please not some weirdo question that you just came up with on the fly.
Okay. Give me a second.
Your questions have been so bizarre tonight.
I've had a very weird day, guys. So if you are listening to this, just understand I've had a very weird day.
We believe you.
If you could uninvent one thing, what would it be and why?
Seriously, I would, in the present circumstances, I want to keep this light, so I would just say the nuclear bomb and then we'll move along.
Go full honest. You have to be completely honest. This is a very adult podcast.
You have not been very adult on this podcast. I'm just going to point that out.
Invent something. I don't know. You have any ideas? What would you
I'm
uninvent?
still thinking.
I can't think of anything. Have to look around the house and see what we don't need here.
Even if it's something silly, like something you don't like a potato peeler. Like, what is something weird or in general that you don't want, that you think is unnecessary?
Those silly little egg things that cook the eggs in the microwave and then they don't come out of the egg thing, so they break up anyway. Oh, you asked.
There's some anger on that point. That
That
not
seems
live
like
up.
a very heated conversation because the way that Jen started laughing. meant
She's
this was
right
something-
here. It's been a couple years now, but yeah. We got one of those little things you pop in the microwave and it's supposed to cook the little eggs, and they're supposed to come out perfectly, but they don't. So you have a pile of whatever. So yeah, that would be it.
Good to know. Jen, do you have a as seen on TV that has not lived up to its expectations?
I feel like that should be the new question. What as seen on TV disappointed you the most?
Shake weight.
I don't remember.
Oh, she doesn't remember the egg thing. Okay, I remember it.
Shake weight.
Shake weight. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna cut us off because I think this is just going into a whole realm that none of us are prepared for. Okay. Wow. Shameless.
You did it this time though.
No. When we listen back to this, my friend, we will see who the guilty party is. Okay, so let's do shameless self-promotion time. JB, how do your fans find you?
Just find me at www.jbmoonstar.com. www.jbmoonstar.com. The books are available at Amazon and a lot of other book places, and I think some of them are also in audiobooks and electronic books. So hope you go pick one up.
Absolutely. Jen, how do people find you if they would like a beautiful cover or commissioned artwork?
You can
Super
find me on
dramatic, yeah.
Instagram as j.kotick_art, KOTICK, or if you want more nature art cover focus, it's Chaotic Sky, KOTICK Sky.
Very cool. Very cool. You guys have been amazing to have on the show. This has been a ridiculous show, and I'm glad you are both still a part of it because wow. So this has been Drinking with Authors Literary Briefs. I've been your host, Erica Lance. My co-host who's completely off the rails has been CR Rice. Our guests have been JB Moonstar and her amazing daughter who does the cover artwork. And our sponsor is Skunk Brothers Spirits, DWA 10. You can check them out, get amazing stuff from them. And we will see you guys next time.